Susan, we just heard that statement coming in from President Trump, who says that 9 Iranian naval bases have been destroyed. If you can once again run us through those important statements coming in from President Trump himself, and also does this indicate that there could be a recalibration, a rethink in terms of strategy by the US going ahead?
So President Trump, not so long ago in a Truth Social post, said that 9 Iran Navy ships have, quote, destroyed and sunk. He said this and said that the U.S. military strike had sunk 9 Iranian naval vessels and partially destroyed Iran's Navy headquarters. I have just been informed that we have destroyed and sunk 9 Iranian naval ships, and some of them relatively large and important. That's a direct quote from the president. We are going after the rest. They will soon be floating at the bottom of the sea. He continued by writing, in a different attack, we largely destroyed their naval headquarters. Other than that, the Navy is doing very well. Again, that's a quote from the president himself. Analytically speaking, we know that targeting Iran's Navy matters, considering the fact that it directly affects the security and the whereabouts and the Strait of Hormuz as well, and also the security of the Persian Gulf. So that's noteworthy, the statements that he has made. He also made statements just shortly after that saying that the Iranian side, quote unquote, new leadership, he called Iran's leaders that have contacted him and said that they are open and willing to talk, and the president will possibly talk with them. He did not say when.
Yes, but Susan, going back to the earlier point regarding rethink in terms of the US strategy, given that a lot of these US assets are also now under attack, there is one that is currently happening, according to reports, in Baghdad, where hundreds of Iraqis have stormed the US embassy in the Iraqi capital. Anything you're learning in that regard in terms of the US consulates being targeted by the Iranians as we speak?
By the Iraqis in Iraq, yes. Well, we heard, and the confirmation that we have is that it was a U.S. military base in Iraq that was targeted and attacked. That's a confirmation that's coming from this side. Regarding the U.S. consulate, there's more information that the United States says it needs, and it's monitoring the situation. But there's absolutely a cause for concern right now, considering the fact that American soldiers have died. And that itself has perhaps not only, caused concern, but also the need to prevent anything more than that happening is definitely on the Pentagon's mind.
Yes. Also, Susan, if you can once again talk to us about the CENTCOM statements coming in about the kind of attacks being carried out by the U.S. At this hour.
So earlier, before President Trump's comments about the 9 ships, we had an update from CENTCOM basically saying that as of 9:30 a.m. on March 1st, 3 U.S. service members have been killed in action and 5 are seriously wounded as part of Operation Epic Fury. Several others sustained minor shrapnel injuries and concussions and are in the process of being returned to active duty. Major combat operations continue and our response efforts is ongoing. This is, I'm quoting CENTCOM. The situation is fluid, CENTCOM said, so out of respect for the families, we will withhold additional information, including the identities of our fallen warriors, until 24 hours after next of kin have been notified. So that was the first news that we got from CENTCOM. Of course, we're getting more CENTCOM information as well about the type of military weapons that was used in this attack. A lot of them were new. That was a surprise attack for Iran. New weapons used, a lot of them we had heard about before. I'm just getting an update now, if you may, about the hundreds of Iraqis storming the perimeters of the U.S. Embassy in the Green Zone in the Iraqi capital, as you mentioned. This is in protest to the assassination of Iran's Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei.